Hello, and welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to be playing Minecraft Wii U Edition, also known as Minecraft Cozy Edition. And this is the first time that we are actually doing it with this new recording rig with my model, with my new built computer, and all that jazz. I'm going to go into it a little bit as I'm playing the game. But yeah, so this is the first time I am actually going to be over here doing this stuff and also the 3D model and stuff. I'm super duper excited about. Um, this is like the first episode since I started, so sorry if it is a little bit janky. I also will be recording in 60 FPS. Because I have a dual PC setup now, I'm able to do that. But I apologize if it does lag a little bit every once in a while. I'm going to add a little section right here just to talk about a couple of changes I made while editing this very video. This video was actually supposed to be two episodes, episode 10 and episode 11. Episode 10 was filmed before the transition over to Simon Retro underscore 29. So it was originally recorded for Simon Retro underscore TV. So I'm using my other 3D model during the first half of this video. In the second half, I was planning on having it be episode 11 and being put over here as well. But then when I started thinking about it and started recording and I started editing it, I decided that I actually wanted the video to be just one giant episode, especially being episode 10, the big 10, the double digits number. So this hour is going to be a little bit longer than the usual long plays that I will be doing. Most long plays are going to be 1 hour to 1.5 hours. Occasionally, we'll have the 2-hour episode like today. In this first part, you will see my old model and old recording ways, so it's going to be 30 FPS and is going to have my old model. However, in the second half, it will go up to 60 FPS and will be a little bit better. However, there's a little bit of issues with the video, so I apologize. But I hope you all will enjoy, and let's get right into Minecraft Cozy Edition. Take it away. Okay, so other important stone dirt. I could start organizing that stuff. I don't really have anywhere to put my food stuff yet, though. Like, do I just put it in a chest right now? I don't know. Look at my hotbar. It's a hotbar. I'm a doofus. What else? I'm not sure yet. It's like I could put like food stuff over here, but that's definitely not going to be able to hold all the food. I would say, let's look. What? Oh yeah, of course we need a woods chest. Yeah, of course. Why did I forget about the woods chest? Gosh, I'm such a goof. I'm such a goofy Goober. All right, put the woods here. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe we're gonna take a little adventure out to the igloo and start the process of building a village out there. Is it a little soon? Kind of, but also at the same time, I feel like I kind of want to start a bigger project as well. It has been literally 9 episodes, and we have done quite a bit. But I kind of want to be able to like start doing more like bigger projects and all that. I literally went on upstairs out of habit. I love how the little animals just follow me up here and they just stare at the ceiling like, where did they go? And then I come back down and they're like, oh, there you are. Yeah, all right, hello. All right. So, but yeah, I think that's probably what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to figure out like how exactly I want to make the underground look. Like what aesthetic we want to go for. I'm thinking like stone and wood. So like maybe like stone bricks, like what's it called? I think it's stone. I think it's called stone bricks. Yeah, stone bricks for maybe the floor and the ceiling. And then maybe like wood for the walls, because technically, as long as there's not a lava pool, it doesn't really matter too much. But I'm gonna kind of make the igloo kind of be like the entrance, or like basically destroy the igloo and then put my own structure on top of it. Or make it like kind of like this vault kind of thing, because that's the whole entire thing I want to do, is just make it kind of like this vault kind of aesthetic-ish. But just kind of gonna plan it out today and see. Unless we do like stone for the walls and then like wood for that or something like that. Because I also want to use like logs and stuff. I have this idea in my head, but I'm not sure. Not sure what I want to exactly do yet. Not sure. I want to just see. All right, I'm gonna throw all the food into this chest in here, because I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do that. Like I want this to kind of just be about food in here. No more of that. Oh, there's some more right here. That's kind of important. Treasure map I'm probably gonna keep. Yeah, there's a bunch of random stuff I'm just gonna probably snag, but I want to put all the food type stuff here. No, cocoa beans are food, you goof. I'm such a goof. Arrow sign, that stays there. That, I don't know how I got 2 pieces of snow, but okay. I got some TNT as well. No, I think there's a desert temple somewhere in this world, and that's probably where I got that. So I was like, I'm gonna grab this, and then I did. And then everyone was like, what are you gonna do with that? And I was like, I don't know. Gonna go kaboom. I'm gonna put them down somewhere, and then they're gonna go kaboom. That's what's gonna happen. Definitely. We did get a music disc as well. What else? I think I'm gonna actually put the snow kind of in here. I don't know, because I don't know if there's any way of getting that unless like you can silk touch it, but I don't think that's even possible. So I might have just gotten an illegal block. Who knows? Put this stuff in here. Actually I'm gonna snag those because I'll put them in the top chest. Heart of the Sea probably should do the same. Bruce brewing stand, that's there. That could go there, that could go there. That's food. I don't know why I grabbed that. Oh, leads. I think you can make leads, but I always put it in important for some reason. I think it's because it's kind of like a tool, if that makes sense. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Put it in there. I'll put the TNT in here, too. Music, it be groovy today. That could go in there, that could go in there, that could go in there. Oh, that apple, that wheat, that sugar cane, these seeds. What else? I know there's a lot of that stuff. Oh, got some more sugarcane. Also have some mushrooms in here. Round flesh could stay in there, though. Technically, it's food. Technically, we can eat it. But do I want to? No. I'm gonna put it with all the actual, like, good stuff? No. All that. This pumpkin can also go in there. I should have probably dumped out some of this stuff, but it's okay. Gunpowder, eggs can stay in there. Crafting table, that paper. That I believe we can we eat the, I think it poisons us though. I think it's more meant for brewing. That goes there, that goes there. White carpet. Oh wait, whoops. Put that back. Tripwire. The pufferfish. I love the little pufferfish. Wait a second. Whoa, wait. That's goofy. So if it's in your inventory, or it probably depends on the slot. Yeah, it depends on the slot it's in, because if it's in my hotbar, it looks like it has a bigger mouth for some reason. I wonder if the hotbar is glitched. Like it's not supposed to have an extra pixel? Oh, yes, it definitely is, because I could see it. Like on the sword, you could kind of see it. That's goofy. It might have been like scaling artifacts or something like that, or something goofy. Not sure. Alright. Oh, the cat and the bird. It's so loud in the house. But that is okay. Put that in there. Water bottle, that. Kind of want to keep this because I'll just throw it into that chest. That could go into importance. Tripwire could go into there. That could go into there. White carpet could go into there. Oh yeah, I'll put the leather in there for right now. Sugar should stay. I think I just grabbed the sugar on accident. Didn't mean to do that. Gosh. That goes there. Crafting table could go into there. Since I'm already going to try and put all the wood into there, I might as well just do it now. I don't know how organized I will be with my wood chest though right now. I mean, I could, because what I could do is go like this, and then like this, or yeah, actually I'll go like that, and then go like that, and then put all of those items like this. So, perfect. And then birch. Do the same thing. Because right now it's not going to be as bad. It's going to still be quite a bit of stuff, but it's not going to be horrible. We do have a lot more woods in this world, though, because we do have, like, jungle. We do have other stuff. But yeah. I definitely also need to make charcoal at some point. Oh, whoops, I forgot these. And then this glass can just go back into here. And then just do this. Yeah, if you're out there and you're you suddenly get the urge to organize your chests in your Minecraft world while you're watching me, go for it. You should organize your chests. Make it organized. Because it will make it's so much easier to actually find where stuff is, because like I have such a problem. Like if I do not organize, I will lose everything, and I'm just like, I need to be organized when it comes to this gosh darn game. Anything else? Oh yeah, I have 30 spruce right here. Spruce saplings, I mean. Dang, I have so many spruce saplings. Well, I had to use quite a bit for this build, so I'm not super surprised, but yeah, it's okay. Those sticks I probably should snag. Beyond that, I do need to move those things, but that's okay. I'll just put those with that for now. Okay, I think I'm gonna move... Oh, and the crafting table. It's okay, it's okay. And these. And then... I wanna put this map into important as well, just up there for right now. That's fine by me. Gonna move over the cobblestone. Do. Gotta move over the cobblestone. Do. One of my favorite textures of like building stuff in like older versions of the game is most definitely the andesite, because it looks like a tiled version of stone, and it's so nice to build with. The only problem is, it's like I'm so nervous to build with it because there's no way, it's such a limited resource. Unless there's a trade, there might be, but I could be very mistaken though. I feel like I am, because I'm really unsure if there's an actual trade when it comes to that or not. Hello, Mr. Bird. Hello, Mr. Kitty. But yeah. Alright. Mow. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah. Alright, so this is looking good. There's just a couple more things I gotta organize, and then we could be on our merry way to going to create a village underground. I have done like an underground village like once. I actually built it into my house, and I ended up getting like like coming back from and having like bad omen, and then there was a raid, but it was all above ground, so I just didn't care for a really long time, and then I was like, why is there this thing on the top of my screen for like ages, and then I was just like, oh, it's because there's been a raid for like forever, so I finally found them, and like, I dealt with it. But yeah. Alright, I don't believe there's anything else I need to organize right now. I would say do need to snag this. I think I'm gonna make some iron tools. Oh wait, not there. It was right next to, yeah, right there. Because we do have quite a bit of iron, so I feel like it would just be kind of worth just doing that at this point, because I don't really want to wait too long and then regret it. So, and iron isn't that big of a deal. I don't need that right yet. And then I also want I already have a water bucket. Okay. I already had a shovel, but that's fine by me. Let's just move all this stuff over and put that there. I always seem to put my pickaxe here, but then to get to my torches, it takes forever to get to that, which is okay. I'm just gonna chuck these things into here for right now. And then, oh, I should, you know what? No, I don't want to put the, wait. I think it's fine for right now. This chest is kind of disorganized anyways. So I need to look really fast, because I believe I did get the coordinates, and I believe I did save them. Okay, so it's in the lower left corner of this world. And negative 203, 73, 274. Okay. Honestly, I have to say, I'm kind of glad they added in the ability to see coordinates on a map. So gosh darn nice. And being able to do this makes it kind of like a mini map. Well, you all won't be able to see that, but it's a mini map. All right, so we got to kind of go into the lower left corner of the map. which I could show you all really fast. So lower left corner where all that snow is. So that shouldn't be too difficult. Should I bring any type of woods with me? Should I bring a bunch of stone with me? I would say definitely bring like a row of stone. And then I would definitely say I should probably bring, I don't think birch, but I'm gonna take like half of my spruce with me. Because I think that's probably what I want to use. And then do I take any sort of like charcoal? Do I make any sort of charcoal? I mean, I'm gonna bring trees anyways, so that would be able to make charcoal, and I don't even think I have any charcoal. I'm just gonna take that. Yeah, for now, that's fine. Alrighty. Then, let's go on our very merry way to save this world and make sure that we can actually have a proper working village. And I'm not gonna be like trapping them. Well, yes, they'll be underground, but I'm not going to make it so that way they can't like move around. I want to make it so that way they can move around, they can be free to do whatever they want and stuff. Maybe, ooh, we don't have any bones, but I could go grab some bones really fast. Oh, talking about that, I also need to kind of craft some more bread while we're gone, because we only have like a half a stack. So I think that would be a good idea. Also, did we put down any wheat? I feel like I just took it and then didn't put it back down. Wait, I might have to go back and do some couple things because I have a memory of a goldfish. Did I put it down? I guess I did. I completely forgot about that. Okay, must have been chatting too much to make it so I couldn't remember. Oh, and another thing for my setup, my grand old setup for like recording and stuff, I actually changed my monitors around. I went from a 5x4 monitor to a 1280 by 1024. I then changed it to a 1080p monitor, and then I changed it back to a 1440 by 900 monitor. And I kind of like it the best with this one because it's kind of it's the best of both worlds, if that makes sense. Basically, I don't really want a big old monitor for my secondary monitor. My main monitor is, of course, 1080p. I kind of want to upgrade it, but also at the same time, I just don't care. 1080p is fine for me, at least for now. So I'm like, it's fine. But what else did I need to grab? I thought I needed to grab something else. I know I turned around to do that and grab bread, but I told you, my memories of a goldfish. But yeah, so like, I'm not sure what I was just talking about. I lost my train of thoughts. Oops. But yeah, we're gonna save this village. We're gonna go do that. We're gonna have a grand old time making this like little bunker. Again, like I was saying before, when we were originally going this way, we're going to try and make sure to actually be able to, I'm gonna oh, I was gonna grab bones because of the wolves that I saw, but I think they despawned anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Chuck. But yeah, I'm excited though to be doing this and stuff. I've always just enjoyed Minecraft. I mean, oh, that's our spawn over there. Look, this is where we started. There's our spawn with all the birch. I I just enjoy, I enjoy this. I enjoy the chaoticness. I enjoy the chillness. Is Minecraft perfect? Heck no. But I really enjoy, for some reason, this specific version that this was ended on. If this was still being updated to this day, which this version specifically can't, but say in a world where Nintendo decided to keep the Wii U going for a couple more years, or Mojang decided to keep Minecraft Legacy Console Edition going. Oh, I see what's happening. It's a glitch because it's, for some reason, whenever it snows in this biome, it can do that. Interesting. Oh, and also there's a bed in here. That's perfect. We don't have to deal with the nighttime, which is always a plus. It's always a plus. But yeah, okay. So how do we want to do this? Because we do have these two villagers, both clerics, which is all right. Not bad, not bad. I would definitely say, though, I want to make it at this level, like I was saying. And I want to, like, almost make it have somewhat of the aesthetic. Maybe have this be, like, a starting point to it. So instead of having, like, getting rid of this area, kind of having it be, like, where we exit and enter, and kind of having this, like, going this way, there's like a door or something, or like maybe like pistons or something, and then it leads to this big village area, if that makes any sort of sense. I think we're deep enough. We're at why level 52? I think it's fine. I think we could go down a little, but like what's the surface in this area? I think we would be fine to building a big old area, because if we look at the map, which I'll show you all in a second. Oh, there's a bun. So if we look at the map, there's some water going this way, but it's just a pond, and we have plenty of space under. It's not like there's like any like really big things for a little bit. And also, they don't really go down that far, and we're Y level 70 anyways. Kind of on a hill? What's down here? Like, I want to see kind of like the low points. This is Y level 60. Ooh, I might want to build it down a bit. Because, especially if we go this way... Yeah, because water level... Oh, there's a squid. A squid being cursed. And a bunch of fish. By level 64... I would say it would kind of be beneficial to build down a bit more. Maybe like Y level 30? Might not be a bad spot. Oh, and then this is the cursed village that we got. So because we got this cursed village, I believe we didn't get another village in this entire world. But we did get a shipwreck, which I believe we did go to. So, yeah, let's see, actually, like, if we go to the... Yeah. Oh, there's also one of these. I would definitely say Y level 30 would be completely fine. Because I think right where we are, we're at with that, I think it's a little bit too shallow. I don't think it's bad, but I think it would be a good starting area, and then basically have a bunch of stairs going down to basically the village. And we're gonna have like some crops in there and stuff, and have look all kind of cute and stuff. Maybe this could also look like one of like the basic villager houses as well. That wouldn't be bad. The only thing I get nervous about is like building with wood. I get nervous that like lightning will strike and then it will just be like, well, there goes that build. I come back and it's just completely gone. Gosh, the snow. I don't mind it. I think it's kind of neat, but it's also like going up and down constantly. All right, we need to replace this. I'm just gonna get rid of that. But yeah, that is the entire reason why that was a redstone torch instead of a whoops. I think I just, oh, I accidentally placed on 2? Okay. But that's the whole entire reason why that was not a torch, is because it would have just melted it. And that's why there's a furnace right here, so it could have melted it and gotten rid of all this carpet, and then we would have learned that there was that down there. So yeah, so I'm going to start kind of carving it out a little bit and seeing. He's like, and getting it to my level 30. So there will have to kind of be a staircase, and also these guys are going to have to most definitely move. Is there any way I can move them? I don't think so. Ah, didn't mean to punch him. Okay. I'm gonna just move them over here. Push, 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 push. There you go. And then, come on. Come on. Come on, villager. Stop being difficult. I know you like your corner, but I'm trying to make you a home that's a little bit bigger than this area. Alright. Let's go like that. Come on, villager. My goodness. You are so difficult. Come on. Get out of the corner. Fine. I will just start doing it. SMH. My head, my head. Alright. But yeah, so like I was saying though, I'm gonna start mining down because you know what? This probably, yep, I knew it. It was going to be straight up that. Hey, thank you for getting out of the corner. I really appreciate it. Now go over here. There you go. Now you all have a wonderful boat over in that corner. Which I could go around, which, thank goodness. Oh, I do have 2 boats. Maybe I should have just done it. Well, I mean, that's there for the future. Alright. For now, I'm just going to place this back because, whoops. I'm just kind of trying to make an outline of what I want to do. I'm kind of being inspired by Fallout. Well, however, don't want to be too inspired. I'm not going to be like doing experiments on these guys. I just want them to be safe and stuff because, yeah. Okay, I need to put the map back in my offhand so that way I could see when I get down to level 30. Because I'm going to make kind of like this, like, I kind of want it to be pretty big. That's kind of why I also want to go down to my level 30, is because I want it to not just be like a small little area. I want it to be kind of a bigger area with like houses and stuff, and maybe go up like 10 blocks or something and all that jazz. Bring some dirt from outside. Do all that kind of stuff. Have like an artificial sky. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I'm trying to think like if I do that or make it more like vaulty looking or not. But yeah, I think my level 30 will be like kind of perfect for what I want to go for. Maybe like the main, like certain areas will like be like bigger and stuff and have like nature and all that, like crops, because I know that even these villagers can interact with crops and like potatoes, carrots, wheat, and like plants and replants. They will also be able to have babies and stuff like that. So yeah, which we're gonna need to be able to do that because we only have 2 gosh darn villagers in this entire world. I need to be real careful of making sure that neither of these guys die. So that means I need to start it. Well, I do have a brewing stand already, so that's pretty good. But like if we need to get like regeneration or like instant health or anything like that just to make sure, that might be worth it. Because I don't want to risk these guys not being able to survive this. So because this is our only hope, unless we go into creative and spawn in villagers. But I don't want to do that. So this is our only hope. But yeah, so mining down to Y level 30. I definitely think that this will probably be enough because the more I'm mining down, I'm just like, yeah, Y level 30 will be plenty to be able to have like wiggle room if we want to make like a bigger area and have like a bunch of lighting and stuff and all that jazz. Ooh, we could even like use like daylight sensors and stuff and like have like some of the lighting only be on while the sun's out, and then turn it off. It turns off when the sun is down. That wouldn't be a bad idea. And then maybe just like have like torches and stuff so that way monsters don't spawn. That's another thing I need to be worried about is monsters spawning in and ruining my day. But we're gonna monster proof this as well, so that's another thing. I need to make sure that no monsters will spawn in this bunker and ruin things. Yeah, I would say 5 more blocks and that would be literally perfect. I definitely will need to make another pickaxe, but thank goodness that we have this. I think I'm gonna let this pickaxe break and then I will go and go back upstairs, smelt this iron that I collected, and then I need to also plant a tree. So yeah. Hello. They both said hi back. Okay, do that. I'm gonna sleep real fast. I might as well just sleep here because there's a guy right outside my door. I thought there was... Strays exist in this version? What the? I didn't know strays existed in this version of the game. Okay. That's kind of cool. I did not know that. But hey, that's all right. So there is some... I'm just gonna place down some spruce trees. I mean, it would match this area because there is already some over there. It's just there's none around here. Because I do need some sticks, so... I could even make this like a home away from home. So that way, like, the top part is like the home and it just looks like a normal house and everything like that. And then you go downstairs and it literally is like a bunker for those villagers. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. The only thing that stinks is it will have a staircase and a ladder to get to it, but I mean, that's all right. We'll make like that area more of like a bunker entrance, if that makes any sort of sense. Look at all this. The buns. All right. Do. We got more of that. Do. I most definitely probably should get a chest for some of these materials. I'll just put it up here for now. Especially all this like cobblestone. And then since that's already going, I'll just put these 33 back into here. Okay. And then I need some sticks. That's what I need. Sticks are always useful, so I'll just get a bunch. For right now, I'm just kind of making the starting point to this. I don't think I'm going to fully commit to doing like this crazy thing yet, but definitely this is going to be kind of a really cool project. Because like I think the first room you go into is probably going to be kind of like this naturey, like I'm thinking like kind of like the like Subnautica or like a colony on Mars kind of thing like that, where it's like, oh, there's this room and it's like full of nature and there'll be like vines and there'll be crops and like places for things to grow so that way it's sustainable and everything like that. Basically have this whole thing have its own ecosystem where you don't really have to leave. Everything is here, everything is sustainable, you don't need outside resources, kind of thing like that. Oh, this was level 30. Perfect. We're gonna have to get some stairs down here, but that's okay. And maybe if there's like some type of cave, we'll incorporate that into the build as well. I mean, wouldn't be a bad idea. We would have to kind of flatten things out a bit, but I mean, wouldn't be an awful idea. But yeah, so this first room, so maybe like a little, I don't even think that big of a hallway. I would just say definitely keep the wall right here and then kind of just go like crazy high. Maybe like, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe even like have like an area for trees as well. So then if that's the case, maybe 8 high, because then like say oak trees aren't going to grow to the fullest capability, but maybe that's what they use in this area, and we're going to make some lore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I would just say let's see how big do you like. I kind of want it to be pretty big, but not super big. Maybe like 15. Yeah, 15 by 15. So 7 on each side. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 12 on each side. And I kind of want it to be a little longer going this way as well. But we'll definitely see, because maybe we'll have to expand the room as we're building it and stuff. This is definitely going to be a long going build. Because this is 6, so I would have to go up by another 2, which is going to be really difficult because we're gonna have to build scaffolding just to get rid of it. Unless... no, I would say 7 or 8. Because then we could get those kinds of trees and stuff. Oh, there is a cave. I would say 7 and then maybe like test out those. But we'll see. Yeah, like this grand, big, open room you come into and it's all naturey and paths and bunch of grass and like all that. Maybe even make it like, maybe make it so it's not as blocky, but I also kind of want it to be blocky to keep that like vaulty aesthetic. Not sure. I think 7 blocks might be perfect for oak, but we'll have to see. Because we also need a lot of lighting in this room if we're going for that aesthetic, which might mean we need to go to the nether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 plus 12. Wait. 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I'm just gonna go out the 13th on this side. It's mine as well. And then we're gonna also have to have like, maybe it's not in the actual build, or maybe it's like kind of like this area that's kind of like off limits, but a bunch of doors, like a bunch of doors, because in this version, villagers aren't about like workstations or beds. They're more, for some reason, about doors. All you need is doors to make it so that way villagers spawn in more. So yeah. Okay, so 13 plus 13 is 26. So 27. Gonna be a big old room. Maybe make it like be like 32 or 33 or 35. Could do 35. I'm gonna need another pickaxe though, because we're making a big old area. Hello, villagers. How you all doing? I hope you all are doing great. Alright, got another pickaxe. Let's go back down and do that. Hello, how you all doing? Hope you all doing good. So I'm gonna start by just going that way. Oh, there is some more iron. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, are we hitting a... Oh, we're hitting a cave. That's what we're hitting. Where is... Hello. Well, at least we found the cave. And like I said, I could always incorporate this into the build. We have so much water and we can make an infinite water source. It's okay. There we go. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. This room is going to be humongous. But that is perfectly okay with me. Is my personal opinion. I kind of want this beginning room to be kind of this grand entrance, and then like have a bunch of little areas of going to the sides of like houses with beds and all that, even if it's not going to actually be used by the villagers, that's okay. I think I'm going to knock out all of this area. But we're gonna get so many resources from this, so I am not opposed. It's one part of building underground is it's like, oh, it's kind of annoying that you have to knock everything out, but also it's kind of nice because you get a bunch of resources through this project. If I have to go in and knock down another layer, that is completely fine by me. I'm not opposed to that. Definitely going to have to like, oh, I think it's one more block. Yeah, it is one more block. Okay. Is it though? Yeah, I can't reach up there. Oh, I think it's this block that's throwing me off. There it goes. Okay. But yeah, so maybe like incorporate this cave a little bit into it a little bit. So we left off down here where we are starting to build our village for our villagers. It's going to kind of be like a bunker. There is, unfortunately, only 2 villagers in this entire world, and they're all the way down here. It's very unfortunate because of the fact that, like, we are having to deal with trying to, like, figure out how to get them to not die and also make like a cool little village and stuff like that. I am gonna block this off just to make sure that like no zombies come up here, but we're not gonna focus entirely on that today. Today is going to be kind of a longer episode, and that's something I kind of want to talk about with you all. Minecraft Cozy Edition and some other series are going to actually become what I'm going to consider long plays. So basically, I'm not going to edit them as much. So basically, what I'm going to try and do is just make it kind of like a live stream-y kind of way. It's not going to be perfect, of course, but it is going to be somewhat all right. Now the only thing is it's been a minute since I actually recorded this. Get out of here. It's been a minute since I've recorded, so I'm trying to remember where my home was. Also, my goodness, the old way of combat I'm so used to that, like, going to like Java Edition and stuff, it's so difficult because like I think they changed the numbers, like, because like the attack damage is 6 for iron, so you only need 3 hits on a creeper, unless they increase the creepers oomphed, which could possibly, it could very well possibly be the case. But yeah, I'm not really sure. But okay, I need to look at the map. I'm trying to remember where we built our stuff. Oh no, I forgot. I'm not sure if it would be even be on this computer. It's been so long. I would say, I think it's on the right side if I remember correctly. Let's start going this way. I'll probably start remembering as I go. But yeah, my goodness, I was not expecting to forget. But I also was not expecting to take a long time to get to this point because legit, I have been I haven't played this in a while, and since like the last recording, I have recorded so much and done so many other projects. Like, yeah, I have upgraded drastically my setup, so we'll definitely see. It shouldn't be too hard to find because, well, we're essentially on an island, so. Since this is a kind of like the official first episode that I'm recording for this, I am gonna go into some of the details a little bit more than I would, than I am going to in the previous episode. So, why am I playing Minecraft Wii U Edition? Well, compared to like Minecraft Java Edition, Bedrock Edition, or modern day Minecraft just in general, or like even like older versions on Java Edition. Well, I really like the fact that like the world is kind of limited and stuff. Like being able to just go in and be like, we're on an island essentially, like Animal Crossing or this or that. It's kind of neat. Could I technically limit modern day Minecraft to the same size? Yes. Do I want to? No, I do actually genuinely love the Wii U, and I think that's kind of one of the main reasons why I want to play this version over other versions and stuff. I'm gonna grab these pumpkins. I don't think I have pumpkins in this world yet. What is the long play going to consist of? Originally, I was thinking of doing like a podcasty kind of thing, which I might take some elements and actually introduce those. Essentially, I'm going to just talk about random topics as I'm playing and just basically go in and just mess around. It's not going to particularly be like any specific topic I want to talk about or anything like that, like every single time. And also, I'm not going to put it like under like the podcast like stuff. I was originally going to do that, but I've decided against it because the more I've thought about it, the more I'm just like, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. And then I'm just gonna yap. It's gonna be very, very lightly edited. I am going to be kind of not doing like crazy edits in these episodes, but how did I end up over here? I didn't even go as far right as I wanted to. I am such a goof. Because I think it's more right, I believe. I could be very mistaken. But yeah, so I just want to play Minecraft. And like the whole entire thing is like I kind of talked about this more on the Simon Retro _TV channel and why that was replacing streaming. And then now that I'm over here, I kind of want to talk about it again. Essentially, I kind of want to move away from streaming for many, 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 many reasons. But I really like recording. That's the main reason. And I'm hoping you all will enjoy the recordings and enjoy watching me play these goofy games and enjoy the lightly edited here even. Now, is this going to be every game? No. Stardew Valley is one example of a game series that I am going to fully edit, go crazy with the edits, and have like a bunch of fun with it. I just also want like some... Ow. I want some series that are kind of more lightly edited, just because of the fact that I like it. I do like the aesthetic and everything like that, and I want to bring that over to here as well. So yeah. Also, fluffy ears. Flumpy ears. That's all I gotta say. Also, these gosh darn wolves attacking all the gosh darn sheep. My goodness. I am really trying to find this. Is that it over there? Is that it? It looks familiar. But I don't think it is. Okay, so it's not this. It's like on a mountain. I know that. I just don't know the coordinates. Okay. Eat. Eat. Fall and break our ankles. And this is this is a very much like a sequel to The Forgotten You. So if you did watch in the past The Forgotten You, you'll know this series kind of well. I just kind of yap and just talk about random things. In The Forgotten You, I talked about how like the Wii U shut down, Wii U eShop shut down, the online servers shut down, and all that jazz. So it is kind of cool to be able to just have an area that I could go to and just yap and all that. And I'm excited for that. So yeah, but everything's looking like it's recording pretty smoothly, hopefully. I'm hoping it is. How did I find a jungle? Wait. I found it. I was like, I knew the jungle I knew that the jungle had something to do with where I was. And I was just like, how did I find a jungle? But now I found my spot. But yeah, look at this. So this is our humble abode. this is where Cozy Edition started and all of that. And like I said, if you all are new to the series and all that, we'll go through and discuss some of the ins and outs of this world and stuff like that. So where we started out is where the villagers are. We only have 2 villagers in this entire world, which kind of stinks, but it's not that big of a deal. We also, yeah, I knew exactly where it was. I literally knew. Gosh darn it. This is where our humble abode is. Right now it's kind of a starter base, but we're gonna kind of expand it. But we have our little humble abode. We have our kitty right here that we tamed and brought home and is now sleeping on our bed because that's how kitties are. Kitty. We also have Burb that half the time doesn't like staying on this spot, but that's okay. We have a little bit of storage down here just for random stuff. I think it's mainly food that's left. And we have up here with some of our tools. I think we're gonna probably try and change this area up a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. And then we have our storage area, which is in the mountain. And that's kind of how we're going to continue along with this kind of whole thing, because I really like this idea where it's going to be kind of like different rooms in the mountain, kind of, if that makes sense. So we are going to have like the storage area, maybe like a brewing area, an enchanting area, and it's going to kind of be connected through hallways, but it also will be somewhat accessible, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll like change this up. Maybe like the storage room will like lead to other things, possibly. Or we might even just be like, remove all the storage and move it somewhere else. But yes, not a lot done yet, but hey, that's okay. We're starting out. We're still starting out. We are still in iron and all that, so that's fine, fantastic, and wonderful, but that's okay. We also have a little bit of a farm going over here. We have some wheat, and we have some sugarcane. We do not have any beetroot in this world, unfortunately, because there is no actual... Well, there is a village, but there was no villagers, and there was no farm area things. So the only way we're going to get beetroot is through the end. So that's okay. That is fine. Beetroot's kind of one of the kind of like, what is the point of this? kind of ads, but that's okay. Potatoes and carrots we're going to be able to get through zombies eventually, whenever they decide to actually give away that stuff. So yeah, other than all of that jazz, well, what else is there? What else are we going to do? What else are we going to try and get done? Well, it depends on the day. It really depends on the day and stuff like that. I love how I just keep on like looking over here and I was just like, hi, sorry, y'all. Wait. I'm gonna hide. I apologize. I need to move my character model. All right, that should be a little bit better, so at least I'm not going off of the screen and stuff. Unfortunately, like when the map is in my offhand, you won't be able to see it, but that's not that big of a deal. I could just show you all when it's there. But yeah, so today we're gonna first and foremost organize this mess of an inventory that we call inventory. And then we're going to go farming for a bit. And then I think we're gonna go mining. We're gonna go mining. I just want to chat about some random stuff, some updates since my last update video, because there is a bunch of updates, and maybe even talk and chat about some just random stuff. I'm very excited though. I'm so excited. I'm excited about the future of this channel. I'm excited about so much. That's wood. Other important. There it is. I couldn't remember where that was. That is just purely tools, but I kind of need that. What about minerals? Dirt. Oh, but what about minerals? Oh, I see. I just kind of threw everything together. That's fine. That's fine. Somewhat organized, but somewhat not. That's what matters. Is it somewhat organized? I do need this. Why do I have a redstone torch? Oh, I remember now. I remember. Who remembers? Not me. You thought I was gonna say me, but nope. Don't remember nothing. Where did I get that? Oh, yeah. A lot of the stuff came from the igloo, so yeah. And I keep on forgetting that it did come from the igloo, but that's okay. Bones should go into there. The snow, I don't think that's like allowed to like snow just like that, unless maybe you could get it to a what's it called? Silk touch? But I don't know how that works. How do Minecraft? I have no idea. Let's put rotten flesh in there. Gunpowder in there. And then that a bunch of that stuff is going to just go straight into that chest in there. Also, question for you all. What should the name of the kitty cat and the burb be? Probably shouldn't have these two in the same room. I'm going to be completely honest. Like, to be completely honest, like, legit, having a bird and a cat together in the same room, that's a little nerve-wracking. They're well behaved. It's fine. Put all that stuff in there. Okay. And then let's go mining. Not mining. Let's go farming first. And then we're gonna go mining. Just to be able to get more minerals and stuff, because I think that would be a really good idea. And I could also show you all the mine. It wasn't fully done, but that's okay. It was just that one. But yeah, so we're gonna eat a lot of wheat in this world. Also, I learned about something new about this edition. I'm not sure 100%, but apparently you can't have like animals like in a big old area. Like I had to, like in my personal Minecraft Wii U edition world, I had it like a bunch of animals in like a big old area with cobblestone walls. I'm not sure if it was the cobblestone walls or what, but essentially they would keep on despawning if I left the area. Not sure if that's going to happen because I haven't left the area since, but it doesn't seem like they're despawning. So I'm thinking maybe it's like finally like, oh, you could actually keep your animals now. And it's not being a pain in the butt about it. But yeah. Okay, got some sugar cane, got some of that. We also have this jungle right here, so we should be able to maybe get cocoa beans, which is actually not that bad. In my personal Minecraft Wii U edition world, you can't get cocoa beans because there's no jungles. And that's another thing. It's very much like I said, it's very much like Animal Crossing because like you basically get limited to a specific type of fruit or a specific type of thing on your island, or like certain trees and all that. And like yes, you can buy them, which yeah, that's part of the whole entire thing is like you could buy them from like a Nook's Cranny or go to other people's islands and get stuff, but also at the same time it's like you are kind of limited to a specific what you got. And I think that's kind of neat about the whole entire thing and why I kind of like Minecraft Wii U edition or Minecraft console, the old legacy console edition, is because you are kind of limited. You got to be smart with your resources. Where like modern day, it's like, yeah, you can be smart with your resources in a certain area, and then you just kind of just move to a different area and you're completely fine. So it's like, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Just continue on and stuff, like, or just limit yourself. But also at the same time, it's like, I kind of like the whole entire, like, oh, you gotta be smart about your resources. You gotta, villagers have more of a point because then you could trade with them, and if you trade with them, you gotta be smart about how you trade with them, and yada yada yada. Do I have any charcoal? Charcoal. I don't have any charcoal. I do have a lot of coal, but I would rather wait to use that. I'm gonna just use these 6. And I guess I only have to go into there. Oh, why are you standing up, mister? Huh? What are you standing up for? Sit down, you goof. Right. But yeah, I'll take these 6 and transfer them into that. Stop yelling at me. God. Kitty, what the heck? Why you meow? Why you meowing so much? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Huh? What do you want? Yeah, it's a match my head. Sure, the kitty is like, give me food, give me the dummies. That's always how they be. Alrighty then. Gotta just make some more torches. Alright. Only 38, but that should be alright. That should be alright. And it also, like, with this whole, like, being limited, it makes me want to actually use more space. Because the thing is like, what ends up happening is, like I did today, I forget where things are. So I'm like, do I try and go and expand? But then I'll be like, I shouldn't, because then legit I'm going to forget where that thing is, or not know the coordinates, or I'll have to look up the coordinates, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm glad though that I can go and expand, but yeah, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice not to have to. Oh yeah. So we have a little bit of a higher level for this mine, and then we basically went to the edge of the world, because beyond this wall right here is essentially a water wall. And we are going to expand all the way to the edges of the world and just kind of get a bunch of the resources from this world. And basically kind of just do that. Maybe eventually we'll have like a quarry somewhere, which wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know what it is, but I just enjoy quarrying. I also like enjoy strip mining as well. I know. All of y'all are probably gonna be like, why do you like strip mining? I just like it. I just enjoy it. It's something that I've always enjoyed about Minecraft. Do I like doing it all the time? No, I do like cave diving every once in a while, but I also just enjoy just messing about and just yapping as we just go. So yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, that's what I started to do. So did I? Okay, so what level is this at? This is 12, this is 13. Okay, so I see what happened. Okay, so I started to mine at level 12. To start out with, no, I started at level 13 because I was like, oh, I don't want to deal with lava because lava starts at level 11. See, for example, right here, perfect example. So but I moved down because I wasn't getting like diamonds and stuff. Level 12 is like the perfect one for diamonds. So yeah, so what to yap about today? Well, okay, so a lot of new stuff is coming to this channel, and I'm super excited about it. I do have some new projects that I have been working on. Uh, I actually recorded me building my side PC that I'm actually recording on right now, so y'all will be able to see that eventually. Uh, I also recorded refurbishing a like pre-built system, and that was a lot of fun. And I got excited for like half a second, and then I realized it was lapis. But lapis is actually kind of useful, especially in this version, because of the fact that you uh do have enchanting, and lapis lazuli is kind of useful for that. And I literally just got 41 from like 6 pieces, so that's really good. What else? What else? What else? So I am very excited about the fact that we are going to be able to expand. Look at us! We just got some diamonds. I don't know if it's the first diamonds, but I am very excited. Look at that. All right. Gotta mine around it. There we go. All right. That is a couple of diamonds. That is I think 4. Yep, 4 diamonds. That's not that bad. Eventually we'll get like enchantments, so that way it actually gives out more, but yeah, very excited. So I refurbished that one PC, and I showed it, and that will actually be the PC I'm going to use moving forward, actually, for basically recording on, just like putting random operating systems on it and stuff like that. I don't have like an infinite supply of like building computers and stuff like that. I'm not able to have like those types of resources. So or I don't have like an infinite supply of like old tech I can show you all. So I love exploring operating systems. I love exploring like specific old versions of stuff or this or that. So it's like, I would love to be able to explore like old versions of Windows even. I think that would be super duper neat. Install Windows 9X on it, because there's projects that allow for that. Install Windows XP on it. Install Windows ME. A bunch of stuff, and just kind of just do that. It's a 2nd gen i5 that's in it, so it's like that perfect generation where it's like kind of old but kind of new, so that way I can kind of just like explore these like older things but also newer things, and also like older versions of Ubuntu, like back when Ubuntu used Unity. I have some of those, and then I have some of the, I would love to even explore when it was using GNOME 2. That would be really cool. Exploring new ones, old ones. What was old Debian like to try and install? What is Arch like? And all that. And then I also have like a Mac Mini that I have that I would love to explore specific Mac OS versions that one supports. So yeah, it is very, very cool. I am actually genuinely kind of excited for the future of that computer, and also just like videos to do with nerdier topics. I've been wanting to do that for a while, but my setup for recording wasn't the best. And I'm really, really happy with it now. And I feel like I will be able to do this so much easier. Like, my goodness. Because with this setup, I can now record my nerdy videos how I want to, which is so exciting. It's so exciting, to be completely honest. Gaming related videos, like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to be doing more like long plays. Minecraft is going to be one of them. I think Satisfactory might be another one. And then I'm going to be doing like short plays, which those ones are going to be more strict on the timing, but essentially they're going to be like 30 to 45 minutes of footage edited down to probably like 20 to 30-ish minutes. And basically is going to be more highly edited. I really like Stardew Valley, I think, is going to be one of those where it's going to kind of be more so edited. I also think some of my voice acting stuff is probably going to be in that realm, because I tend to really like to edit my voice acting stuff quite a bit, because that's mainly just audio. That I'm editing, and because it's like visual novels and stuff like that. So yeah, and there's like a bunch of games that I've like been thinking about reintroducing and doing way more editing, and it's just like that's the entire reason though why I moved this stuff over, is because I started wanting to edit some of my content more, and I'm really enjoying doing gaming stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but I also want to be able to say put these projects on hold every once in a while. So for example, like when I'm working on nerdy content, it's very time consuming. It takes a lot of time, and then I'm also busy with other stuff, so it's like I can't work on like a gaming video and one of those videos. So yeah, I don't know. I'm very happy with the future. I'm very happy with what I want to do with these channels and stuff like that. There is also some wink wink. I can't wink, but wink wink. There is some cool little projects that I am going to be able to oh, I thought I had another pickaxe. I must have swapped it over already. I'll have to go back to the furnace and stuff, but that's okay. Do I have any coal? Yes, I do. Okay, perfect. But yeah, there's wink wink some projects that I'm very, very excited for, and I cannot wait to be able to create them. And they're more intense of editing and stuff, but that's okay. I feel like for me, I'm very excited for the future. I'm very excited for what I'm going to be able to like create, and I'm just excited. I'm very, very excited about so much to do with my channel, and that's kind of the entire reason why I did the rebranding when I did, the reason I posted a video just yapping about it, is so that way I can explain, hey, this is what's going on. This is going to be what's expected of this channel. I hope you all will enjoy. I hope you all are as excited as I am. Is it going to be perfect? No. But that's the whole entire point of my channel, is like, it's not perfect, but I love it for what it is and what I can do with it and stuff. And yeah, I like the jank. The jank adds character. So yeah, I'm very, 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 very excited, if you couldn't tell. Okay, smelt some of those. All right, it is smelting. We already got 4 of them. Look at how fast that was. Definitely didn't have a cut right there. Don't know what you're talking about. All right, I should be able to get 2 pickaxes, maybe a third one, so we could continue on our very merry way. But yeah, essentially with the long play series, I want it to be kind of like this cozy vibe that you could kind of just throw on in the background, or just kind of just watch as you do other stuff, or if you even want to actively watch it, you can. Sometimes I actively watch, and other times I don't. It really just depends on the day and stuff like that, to be completely honest. I'm gonna throw all of this stuff into this chest for the time being. So yeah. But yeah, it just really depends on what you want to do with these videos. And I enjoy sometimes watching stuff and doing other stuff in the background, and then other moments I'm just like, no, I gotta focus, and I just want to watch the whole video. Yeah. And that's the whole entire thing. That's why I'm trying to do like a combination. For the people who like highly edited gaming videos, I'm going to do that, and you can watch those series. Or if you like the less edited videos, you can watch these. And it's kind of like almost like I have 3 pillars really. I have gaming, voice acting, and nerdy content. Nerdy, I'm gonna always do a bunch of editing because of the fact that I kind of want to. I just like, there's a very much an aesthetic that I'm going for with the nerdy stuff, so I'm hoping you all like that aesthetic. I enjoy making the aesthetic, like the 4x3 and doing this and doing that with the whole aesthetic, and kind of just yapping about stuff as well. And I feel like I'm a good yapper. Like I could just go and go and go while yapping, and that's why I think I really like playing this game. But it's also like sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what I should talk about. What random topic should I talk about today? I've already talked about the Wii U so much. But yeah, my original Forgotten You series only made it to episode like 5 or 6. And this one has already outbeat that. And I think it's also thanks the iron lettuce. The iron is lettuce. How did it become lettuce? Who knows? But no, it led us to some diamonds that were under where we were. So that's pretty nice, pretty nice, pretty nice. But now that we're at this lower level, I most definitely want to do this. Yeah, okay. Should be good. That makes me a bit nervous, so I'm gonna go like this. Thank you. 6 diamonds. So we've already gotten 10. That's not that bad. That is not that bad at all. And also, the iron turned to lettuce, which is pretty cool. And epic. I feel like sometimes I'm like really good at like just yapping about random things, but I tend to forget what I've yapped about in previous episodes. So I feel like I sometimes repeat myself a little bit. But that's okay. I will get good at yapping eventually. There's a zombie. And remembering what I talked about. I also probably will... That's not a zombie. That is a creeper. I'm gonna go like that. I don't know. That creeper must have fell. Also, what is this ravine? My goodness. There's a bunch of lava that was taken care of by that. And then there's so much lava falling down. It's going to become a giant mess. Go like that. And then I'm just going to block this off. The game be lagging. The game be like, no, it's the Wii U. Hey, there's some diamonds right there too. My goodness, this is gonna be kind of difficult to go through, but I can kind of get rid of some of the water at the very least. Go like that, go like that. Like there. Right there? That should, yeah, that should take care of that one. Cool ravine though, honestly, cool ravine. Maybe I'll use this for something eventually. I do quite bit like, oh, there goes a bat. Like ravines and stuff for like builds. Could do like different stories on the ravine, but who knows, who knows, who knows. There we go. But yeah, found some gold as well. Look at us go. And we found some diamonds. Only thing about these diamonds is I'm a little nervous. Let's get in there, yeah. Ooh, we have 14 now, so plus that 6, we have 20. Not bad. I'm pretty sure it's 20, or I might be misremembering. Okay. Ooh. How do I take care of this? Because it's only this. I could try and go all the way up there, or I could just make a barrier to basically block it. I'm not quite sure. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, thank goodness gracious. Ooh. I have 14 diamonds on me. I don't want to burn in lava right now. I prefer not to. Ow, what the heck? I'm being so graceful about this. Okay. Ow. Okay, so now go across and just kind of block it off. It's like right now, this one, it might be that one is in the way, but not as bad. Okay, and then I hate dealing with lava because it's just like one wrong step and you're dead. D-E-D, dead. Okay, that took care of that. And no, I'm not gonna water bucket clutch it or anything like that. I'm just gonna slowly go down. Because I stick my head out of this. But yeah. Gently flowing lava down. We're all going down with the lava as well. Oh, I could just hold shift. Go faster. Ow. Don't worry, it's just my ankles. It's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. All right, but yeah. I didn't definitely scare myself. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, let's go like this. And the reason why I'm not just getting rid of this lava is because there is somewhat a limited supply of lava in this world. It is, but it isn't, because you can reset the nether. So say, for example, if you decide you want to, you ran out of lava, you can get more. Same thing with the end. If you want more loot and stuff, you can decide to reset it. Which is fine and dandy. I mean, no, I shouldn't go down right here. I am just going to put a single block on both sides because I feel like I'm just going to fall right into that lava eventually. And I'm going to be like, why? Why didn't I put a block? Why am I being a goof? Why am I being silly? Just put a block on both sides just to make my life 10,000 times easier. Can you tell how many times I've fallen into lava? Oh, yeah. So, okay. what I was saying though about Overwatch. So tomorrow's the mid-season, which will probably be the anniversary event as well. So I'm very excited about that. I'll have to talk about it next episode, how it was and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily, how should I say this? I don't know if I'm going to necessarily play Overwatch here. I was originally going to, but essentially I'm thinking what I'm going to do is kind of just yap about Overwatch every once in a while, either here or like the Life Weaver videos that I have planned. I mean, what? What am I talking about? I have no idea. But yes, I think that I'm not gonna play Overwatch particularly. I just like playing it on my own, and I feel like I don't want to really like bring it over and like kind of have it be this recorded video or anything like that. It also just doesn't match the type of content I want to create, if that makes sense. I like single player games more when it comes to recording, so maybe the occasional multiplayer game. Some people, Minecraft is a very single player game, and other people, it's not. I have so much of that. I shall be able to continue. Let's go mining. But yeah, very excited though. Very, very excited about being able to create those videos. Wink, wink, nod, nod. But yeah, beyond all that though, oh, so the computer, so little nod at what will be included in that one video talking about my side computer, is I actually got an AMD, an AMD GPU. Reason why is because with the whole NVIDIA dropped support for the 1050 Ti. I don't need a fancy graphics card, but unfortunately, because of that, it's kind of hard to use the 1050 Ti in like modern day Linux. It is, but it isn't. And I just was like trying to future-proof this computer. And I was like, I was looking at it. I was looking into it. I was like, I kind of want to get a motherboard anyways. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to get a GPU as well. Yes, I could still use the 1050 Ti right now, but in the future, I might not be able to. So I'm going to get the AMD RX 580. The only reason why I got that specific one is because it does have support for, I'm just gonna make 32. That should be fine for right now. It has support for H.264 and H.265, which is essentially the same two that my 3060, NVIDIA 3060 can handle. And that's way newer than this card. Well, not way newer. It's like a couple years newer, but it's also way more powerful than this card. But also, it's just a decent card, and it is slightly an upgrade over the 1050 Ti. And the fact that it is AMD just has their open source drivers for Linux, it's so nice. You just plug and play. There's no messing with it. There's no worrying about it. It's just plug and play. Well, depending on probably which, like Arch, you might have to install the open source driver or something like that. I don't know how exactly it works, but with the operating systems that I've tested it with, which is Linux Mint and Fedora, it was just plug and play. I didn't even have to do anything, which is so nice, especially with dealing with the headache of NVIDIA's drivers and stuff. That was such a pain in the butt. Especially with the 1050, because like the latest release one, I think it was like the 580, so it was the last release that it was supported. There was some just weird issues with the 1050. And then under Linux Mint. So then I went to an older one. I think I went to the 570 drivers, or 570, and it started to work. But if you went to the recommended one that Linux Mint recommended, it was like, nope, you're not allowed. Because it was just too old of a version, like Volcon support with modern day stuff. It was just, it wasn't great. Yeah, it was just so nice getting the AMD GPU and not needing to deal with NVIDIA's stuff and all that. And it is technically future-proofed. Is it future-proofed forever? No, not necessarily, because maybe eventually like OBS might need a more modern day graphics card, or Wine or Proton might decide, oh, we are going to update, or like DXVK might decide, oh, we're going to upgrade to a newer version of Volcon. Your card might not be supported. But for now, it's a decent GPU and it works exactly for what I want to do. And yeah, it just works perfectly, especially for this. And it's and especially because like I have the i5 6600, that just feels perfect almost for it. It just matches it so well. Because the processor is from, I think, 2015 and the GPU is from 2017. So it's older parts. It is older parts, but I mean, it's recording right now. What you're seeing being recorded, the 3D model, the 3D model, the tracking, I also am running Touch Portal just so that way I have the options over on this, so I don't necessarily have to always use my mouse. And OBS, all are running under it. So the only thing I did that was kind of a little wonky, I had to make VC Face be only 2 cores max, just to give wiggle room for other stuff. But I had to do that on my main computer when I was doing that, so... But it seems to be fine. It seems to be completely fine. The only other thing that I wanted to kind of talk about that was a little weird. So, okay, I'm going to probably make a video about this, so I'm not going to go into extreme detail. But if you're running Linux and using OpenCFace and VCFace, limit your FPS to 15 frames per second. I don't know what it is about OpenCFace and webcams, but apparently it might be something with the Python libraries or something like that. But apparently under Linux, if you just limit it to 15 frames per second, it fixes lag. I didn't realize at first, but it was really heavily lagging. So if you look back at some of my older videos, I seem a little bit more rigid and like really smooth. It was because for some reason though, it was basically like the webcam was running at a really low FPS. It depends on the webcam though. Like I know I have 2 webcams. One I have hooked up to my main computer, and then one I have hooked up to my side computer. And for tracking, I use OpenCFace, separate from VCFace, because unfortunately, Wine is really weird about webcams. I don't know why. It's still an issue, but it's just kind of weird with webcams. So essentially, what you got to do is kind of use OpenCFace separately, and then just basically push the well, that's okay. That's okay. You gotta push basically the data through the local network on your computer, and then basically do it that way. I'll make like kind of like a tutorial talking about it eventually. But essentially, I had just so many issues with it lagging, and I was just like, wait a minute, have I always had an issue with this? And yes, I have. Essentially, what I had to do was limit the frame rate to 15 frames per second. For it could be my specific webcam maybe is doing this, because the other webcam I was able to get to run at 20 FPS, but I was just like, I would rather have that on. Yeah, I'd rather switch it. So basically, limit it to 15 frames per second, and either you, if you're going to use a like 720p, 1080p, or like a 16:9 aspect ratio, you kind of want to use MJPEG. Otherwise, if you're doing like 480p, you're most likely going to be able to use YUIV, but I really don't see any performance differences between the two. So I tend to use MJPEG, and then I'm using 1280 by 720p. But yeah, again, I'm probably going to make a video all about it and kind of explaining my setup with that, because it is kind of janky. So and it took a lot of time to figure out. I was like, why does it feel different from when I was running Windows? And I've been running it this way for a while, so I just never thought about it. I was just like, oh, maybe that's how it is. But I don't know. VC Face is a little wonk sometimes. I gotta say, I kind of wish there was like an update or two just to update how it ran, or maybe there was like other programs that were written in a different language or something, because I feel like Unity is part of the many issues of why it's kind of wonky. But I don't know. I don't think it's a bad application. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like the application. It's just there's just some weird quirks with it, and like the fact that like how much CPU it uses, and then it does use up some GPU, but it's like it uses up so much CPU, and it's like that's a little weird. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. I am almost done with this row, but I'm so close. But I don't think I have enough stuff. I only have 2 more torches, and my pickaxe is almost broken. Nah, I have to come back. But that's okay. That's okay. That is fine and dandy. Hey, that's okay. Oh. Place a block right there. Nice. Hey. I know how to play Minecraft. Alright, well, let's head back and then slide it back up to the surface with our goodies. I should be able to get all that. We got 14 diamonds in my inventory. I believe I have 4, so maybe 18? I think it's 18. I think I miscounted before. Oh, well. But yeah, so yeah, if you're having weird issues, like, so basically where it says TR, I believe that's actually frame rate or tracking rate. I think that's what it stands for. There's not a lot of documentation on VC Face. So it's like all I was doing was basically just learning how to use it. And especially through Linux, it's very weird because you have to use like a green screen and everything like that. And I wish there was just a native port of it, because like, say for example, like Godot, you can actually put a see-through background on Godot rather easily, like super duper easily. And that works under Linux even too. I don't know if Unity has something like that, but it's also like, I don't know. I feel like it would be so cool to see like, be able to use VRMs under specifically like a Godot type engine kind of thing like that. I think it would be so nice. It would be so gosh darn nice. It's just like, it's not that the VC Face is bad. It's not at all bad. It's just a very demanding application, which is, it makes sense. It's it's doing 3D processing and stuff like that, and it's having to do quite a bit, but it also is like Why is it that demanding? Does it need to be that demanding, though? I don't know. It's all right, though. Nevertheless, though, let's go back up to the surface with all our goodies. Oh, yeah, we only got 4. That's cool. That's cool, though. We did pretty good. We even got a net positive of iron, so that's really good. Is there anything I want to leave down here? I'll leave this and this single torch. Just leaving some sticks. I'll actually leave like half the sticks, actually. Some sticks down here is going to just be kind of nice. Actually, I'll leave all the sticks. I'll be nice to my future self. I'm nice to my future self every once in a while. All right. And then going up the stairs. Gonna eat some stairs. Huh? What? What do I mean? I don't know what I mean by that. But yeah, so I also built off that like little like other mining area as well, because I'm thinking what I would like to do is also mine at different levels. Just so that way we could get like more iron, more coal, and stuff like that, because like iron and coal are more common higher up, I think, along with lapis lazuli and gold and all that jazz. But yeah. So let's put in that to there. Go and deposit a bunch of this cobblestone and look at what we got. Yes, I know I'm a hoarder of cobblestone, but it's like I use so much cobblestone for random stuff. So yes, we got a stack about a stack and a half of coal. We got almost 3 stacks of redstone. We got almost 2 stacks of lapis, and we got 35 iron and 18 diamonds, which is very, very nice. I always just keep on going to there for some reason. So yeah, we have 19 diamonds right now, which isn't a lot, but it's quite a bit. I'm just gonna throw all these things in here. Alrighty. I'm surprised the cat didn't get up and waddled on over to the bed. I thought that happened, but maybe I'm mistaken. Not sure. And we got some gold as well. I forgot to mention that. Alrighty though, that will be it for today's episode. I am super happy with the changes that are coming to this channel, and I am super happy that I was finally able to record, because I haven't been able to record because I was working on my recording rig, and it was a pain in the butt to get that all sorted out, and I literally spent so long, even just today, trying to get my tracking working correctly, and I kind of figured it out. But yeah, it was thanks to that 15 FPS limitation for some reason. It's so weird. But yeah, nevertheless though, I hope you all did enjoy watching today, and thank you all just so much for the support on every single one of my videos, and just thank you. I hope you all have a great and wonderful rest of your evening, day, and or night, and I will see you all later. Bye! 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 Bye!